Teabox brings you the freshest teas of the season from the best estates in India and Nepal. Apart from fine single estate teas, our tea masters handcraft blends to perfection using fresh, all-natural ingredients. Please go through the following steps carefully to change the way you feel, smell and experience tea. To make a cup of tea, you'll require 180 millilitres of water and 2 to 2.5 grams of tea. Tea is 99% water. Therefore, using the right kind of water makes a huge difference to the flavour and taste. For the best tea experience, our tea experts recommend running stream water, or for urban households, RO filtered water, which is rich in oxygen and has fewer minerals. The dissolved oxygen in the water brings out the finer notes and flavours of the tea. Getting the water temperature right is crucial to steeping your tea. Different teas require different amounts of heat to bring out the best flavours and aromas. Different tea types also need varying degrees of heat because of their delicate texture, like white or green teas, or their more aged or fermented character, like black teas, chais, or flavoured blends. When fish eyes start to form on the water surface, or the water starts to simmer, it's just right for white and green teas. When you let it heat for longer, you'll see a string of pearls as the water just starts to boil. This is ideal for oolong teas. When the water starts boiling completely, that's when it's perfect for black teas and tisanes, or herbal teas. Do not overboil the water, as it'll lose the dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen in water makes your tea taste better. Choose your tea according to your preference for flavour, caffeine content, or antioxidant content. Except for herbal teas or tisanes, all teas are made from the same tea plant, Camellia sinensis. The difference in processing and oxidation, also called aging, produces the different types. Chais, blends and iced teas contain a mix of other teas, spices, flowers, herbs and fruits. Herbal teas or tisanes are made up of any of these but tea leaves. For every cup of water, add 2 teaspoons or 2.5 grams of tea leaves. For some tea types, you may need to add more or less. Please refer to the specific tea for details. After taking out the required amount, make sure you put your Teabox teas in the ziploc pouch provided and store it in an opaque container, preferably in a tin caddy. Place it in a cool, dry place and away from heat or humidity. To make a perfect cup of tea, you'll need the right teaware. A porcelain teapot is ideally recommended, but there are plenty of great options with other materials like glass, ceramic or steel. There are also smart tea makers, like our classic tea maker, which is innovative and lets you steep tea effortlessly. The right teaware adds to the ambience and sensory experience. Select the appropriate one for the time and space you're in. Before you start steeping, make sure you swirl a bit of hot water in the teapot or vessel you're about to use. This will heat the vessel and not take away from the steeping temperature of your tea. After adding the tea to the pot, pour the hot water and cover the pot. Steeping time varies from tea to tea, and you should refer to the instructions provided with your tea. It's important to infuse a tea only for as long as instructed to enjoy all the pleasant notes. Shorter steeping times may not release all the flavours, while longer ones may activate more tannins, making the tea bitter. Different types of tea can be had at various times of day. According to the time of day and your preferred tea, you may choose food complements and condiments that best go with them. Our experts have recommended food pairings for each tea, so you get the best from a tea. And they've also marked the recommended time of day to drink a particular tea. These will help you present a true tea experience to your guests.